Kozi Nation, sanibonani bafethu. Welcome back to Football Trends with me. Okay, hey bafethu, ngikhathele ngiyasindwa nje, ngisindwa umzimba. Yeah, feels like it's gonna be a long journey, but anyways, we do have something to talk about. Before we get there, please do make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time seeing Football Trends with QP. Please help us reach 50,000 subscribers. We are currently on that road, so you subscribing will definitely help. So now we have a new mission, despite Kaizer just not doing well on the PSL, on the Betway Premiership. Guys, currently we've seen the situation of Kaizer Chiefs, with a lot of fans, myself included, asking Uti we probably need a coach because definitely what is happening, it's not working for us, things like that. So currently there's something that has been happening, even though I just want to quickly say in terms of the new coach, I don't think Kaizer Chiefs is going to sign Coach Peter Musumane, guys. I've been saying this. I'm still going to repeat it as much as he's a free agent. But there is a coach who, it looks like he might come in, but I know not all of us agree with this coach. There's certain people who are like, no, this coach won't last even a week at Kaizer Chiefs. But we don't know. But I do understand why they're saying this, So here's the coach that I'm talking about. He was recently in an interview, I think 2 interviews with Andile and also Robert.
But he has a club. They got 2 co-coaches who are former assistant coaches for another coach, and so I would say they got no coach.
Who are we talking about?
They need a coach.
Who are we talking about here?
Kaizer Chiefs.
But they happy, man.
How are you happy? You've come back from being beaten 3-0 by your former team.
But it's football. It's football. In football, things happen. Yes, I can understand the frustrations because Derby Day is a massive and important, and I think they didn't cover themselves in glory after the weekend. But listen, they're a good team, very good players.
But that's an opportunity for you. I mean, you're a good dribbler. I don't want you to be dribbling me in studio.
If nobody came knocking on my door, that means that they are happy. You're happy with what you have, because if you come and knock on someone's door or you approach them.
But what if they did? What if Kaizer Mtaung Jr., who's the TD there, comes
There's
knocking?
a lot of what ifs. What ifs to me don't exist no more, because I've been in plenty of situations, even with Orlando Pirates, very close to managing Pirates after playing career, and then nothing materialized. So I kind of don't. What ifs? No. If they want, they know where I am. They know where I am. They know where to find me. They know how to conduct, to make it happen. But if not, rumors and that, it's just a rumor.
So, as well about Faye too. Definitely, this one is quite interesting. But also, there's something that I want us to look at. Obviously, I do have some updates in terms of Coach Rhulani. We will get into that later on today, or maybe with the live stream. I don't know. But then, currently, with what is happening, there's all Coach Benni McCarthy saying with Kaizer's management, they are happy with the current coaches, because if that was not the case, they would have done something about it right now. And it makes sense. Yes, he did not say those words exact, but it makes sense. So for me, the biggest question is currently, who is the right coach, guys? Who should we hire? Let's leave out Coach Peter Musumane. Yes, we can put in Rhulani as an option. We can put in Benni McCarthy as an option. Even though he's another coach that Kaizer Chiefs, if we really wanted to sign him, they would have brought him in. So with Benni McCarthy, I'm hearing some fans complain, no, he's not going to be able to do the job at National, because as we all know how Kaizer Chiefs likes to run things, they want to be involved in everything. And then with Rhulani, also, he's another coach who will want to demand, and he's not afraid. Let me just tell you this straight, guys. Coach Rhulani is not afraid to speak his mind. So definitely he will get there, and then they will think he's undermining us, and then they would want to let him go, which is another problem. Then last but not least, we do have another coach who I feel like so far has been recommended to us, and that is Coach Farouk Khan. Farouk Khan, very impressive coach, to be honest. But then also, I think is a no-nonsense coach now. Someone's going to come in, take no nonsense. So with that information, that piece of information that I've given to you, and also with how Kaizer Chiefs tends to do things, or let's say how we know them, how they want to do things, do you think those three coaches, is there anyone who's going to be willing to come to the club? Is there anyone they can convince to say, please come help us? We are struggling. Now remember, we did have a coach who came in, and he was that type of a coach. On those three coaches, same kind of a coach, not afraid to speak their minds, say certain things that doesn't make Kaizer Chiefs comfortable. So so now, what is going to change? What is going to change with Kaizer Chiefs? How are we going to, let's say, okay, now we're going to bring in a different coach that is going to help, and we are not afraid. Unless we find someone, let's be honest, unless we find someone who's a proven coach also, who has managed a big club, because the only thing that we are looking at currently, it's, let's be honest, Farouk Khan, impressive. Look at the Benni McCarthy, coached the biggest institution or institute, I don't know, Slungo. But obviously Manchester United, it's a big club, guys. And for me, even though some people were saying there was no improvement from him, but there was great improvement when he got signed as a striker coach for a Manchester United. And I feel like even now, certain things that he managed to teach those players that were there, currently they're using it and it's working for them. But I know some will argue with me and say, QP, that is not true. That is not the case, but it is what it is. So, and then we move to Rhulani. Mamelodi Sundowns, obviously, as much as we like to say 57 fans, let's be honest, guys, those guys are big. And whenever they went to continental football, you and me, we were watching them. That's how we know Coach Rhulani is a great coach, not just because of the quality that he had, but because of how he implemented strategies in order to win games. Even though, as I was saying, I do have an update about him and certain things that he mentioned, which I feel like we will talk about that a bit later on. But for now, tell me, guys, who is the right man for the job? Let's take out those three coaches out of the equation. Let's say we're not getting any of them. Who can we get? Forget about Ernest Middendorp. Forget about Eric Tinkler. Let's look at someone else. Brand new, fresh perspective. Someone out of this country, out of this world. Because as much as we say a South African coach or a coach that knows PSL, we've been there, we've done that. Honestly, did not work very well for us. But now, with the ones that are coming in with a lot of experience that they have, it is also something. But for me, I feel like, someone who's young, someone who's definitely going to try and do things a little different with a fresh perspective, set of eyes. I feel like that was Nabi trying to do that, but unfortunately we let go of him because we felt like he's not winning us games in and he was so determined and proud to say, I'm not going to change my style of play. It's either I get the right equipment for me to be able to do my job, because at the end of the day, this is what you brought me here for. You said, please come, help us. Give us the identity that we solely lack currently. Give us that respect that we so deserve. One thing about watching a team that wins and it's just, okay, yeah, we won, Shaile. And then watching a team that you can say, yo, guys, those guys are fighting. They are playing for the badge. You can see how they move. They are dying very hard to play for their coach or the team. Definitely. It's something I would see with the recent coach that we fired. But currently, all of that It's gone. And you might say it differently, but that's how I say it, and it's no longer there. Other than that, um, the coach, who we fired, he was trying by all means, guys. He was trying by all means to get us that system, because at the end of the day, as I was saying, playing and then you win and then you say, ah, at least we won, but you don't know how you won. You don't know what is going to happen the next game. But then when you're playing with a clear structure, you could tell, oh, this is what we are trying to do. And if we can fix this, then definitely we're going to be fine. And what happened? You know, I know. So now I'm asking you, who is a coach that is going to come in with the same type of intensity, with the same kind of isibindi, sisibiza ngesibindi ngesilungu, guys, except for liver bravery, something like that. I don't know. You let me know down in the comment section below. I've heard all of you guys shakes ngizwile wafethu nyanizwa makhosi amahle, and I do not want to lie. I agree with all of you, but the problem is, as Kaizer management agree with us.